Today we're back with another community member gameplay review. Now, first things first, if you want to have your gameplay reviewed, you can actually submit that in my Discord server, which I put an invite link as well as the instructions on how to submit down in the comments below for you. Also, if you are looking to get better at Rebirth or Fortune's Keep, just consider hitting that subscribe button down below. I do tip videos every single day for both maps, just going over how to improve as a player and start dropping higher kill games. If you are subscribed already, as always, I cannot thank you enough. Now, today we're going to be breaking down gameplay from Serban, and before we jump into exactly who he is as a player, he's gonna go in and challenge this guy around the corner. Now, he has a Blixen and a Cooper carbine, so I love this challenge because he's comfortable with these guns. They're really kind of in the meta, so he's gonna have a fast TTK. He can definitely challenge. He hits all of his shots. He's able to get the thirst, and he sees that nobody else is around him. Now, Serban is a console player, so we're playing on 80 FOV here. He's a 1.14 overall KD player, and he's a 1.46 over the last 7 days. So, you know, he is an above average player here. And when we talk about what I want to pay attention to, I'll cover console tips, but this applies to PC players as well, in the sense of I want to pay attention to his pace. He gets off to a really good start this game. 6 kills in the first circle. He's on 20 bomb pace right here. He's just going to act on the live ping that he gets, the guy that killed his teammate. He's able to pick up kill number 3, and he's off to a really good start, but he's going to lose this pace, and we're going to talk about why. I think it's a place that a lot of you struggle. Getting off to a good start, and then second and third circle, the game just kind of tanks, and you're not able to grab that 20 bomb that you're looking for, or you're able to get close, but you're not able to quite get there yet. So he's going to go ahead and challenge. He plays this a little bit over aggressive, especially for console players, right? One of the biggest console tips I can give you is to keep your distance from enemies. Stay outside of the 5 to 7 meter range. That's where it's going to be toughest for you to hit shots, for you to track people. That's where you're most likely to get your camera broken, which he's going to push right in here. He's going to pop that, and he has no information about exactly how many people are here. He misses a few shots, a little bit tough to track. He gets shot in the back, gets team shotted. He's gonna go ahead and go down. Now, we still got plenty of time. Anatomy of a 20 bomb. We need 6 kills in the first circle, 6 kills in the second circle. We need 4 in the third, and then 4 in endgame, right? 6 plus 6 plus 4 plus 4 equals 20. And when we break it down that way, it feels much more achievable. He's gonna miss this shot. One thing I will say is, you know, the ADS is a little bit slower there, but the one thing I want to highlight is slow down on your thirst right here. Right, so I want him to slow down. He's going to miss this shot. He's going to eventually get the down, but slow down and make sure that you get the thirst instead of missing that second time. You want to make sure that you get that headshot. Even if you have to, like, aim a little bit forward and let the guy crawl into it, that's the best way because then you get that information. Now, right here, I don't like him even looking down this hallway. Absolutely. He doesn't have a gun, right? So, like, there's going to be a guy pushing here, but, like, say there's a guy there looking right directly at him. Then what's he going to do? Right? There's nothing for him to do in that situation because he doesn't have a gun to shoot back at him. He's got a pistol and a sniper. So go find a gun and then kind of push back into that action. Now, first circle's going to start closing here. He's got 4 kills. Now, when we talk about pace of play, you know, he's going to finish this game with 14 kills, by the way. But like I said, he's off to a really good start, and he potentially could have had it, and he misses the mid-game a lot. He misses a lot of kills in mid-game. One thing that I want to highlight is lobby health. You know, that does play a big factor in dropping a 20-kill game. You could be on really good pace, and that lobby just doesn't stay healthy, or we've all had those situations, especially on Rebirth lately, where the lobby's just not healthy to begin with. Now, this guy drops up top, obviously only has a pistol. He's also playing with randoms, by the way, so this is like a really tough combination. 80 FOV, playing with randoms. Lobby is not exactly super healthy. Now he's going to go ahead and push up. He's going to play this guy. And notice how that's a tougher kill because that guy's so close to him. No information. Now, one thing I do want to highlight here is, you know, I would not push on roof, right? When you think about, he takes damage here, right? He takes about 2 plates of damage, which isn't bad. He needs to plate up. Where are you most susceptible? Right here, he kind of puts himself a little bit out in the open to be shot from water tower or lighthouse or somebody over to the right. There's so many different angles that he can get shot at. He should just push down the stairs, plate up, and then he can start to figure out his next move. Now, his teammates are going to buy Lodi here, but going back to what I was saying, you know, part of pace of play is going to be lobby health. We're dealing with a lobby that's not very healthy right here. You know, I would love to see 9 to 10 teams still up. You know, even in second circle would be ideal, but we're looking for like 7 to 8 in second circle. And then, you know, even more in first. And it's not like they're really wiping teams. Now, go ahead and act on this information. They have Lodi. He's got 5,300. One tip for randoms or playing with randoms is just worry about your own cash. So you're going to have to take control of your own cash. Grab bounty contracts. Grab supply runs. Do those on your own, and then you can pop your own UAVs. Now, he's going to see this guy flying up top here. Can't quite hit the snipe, but he's going to go ahead and challenge around the corner. Now, notice what happens when he has information. He's able to execute on this really well. He sees the guy right over here. He's going to challenge. Good hip fire. By the way, when you're that close on console, like I said, if you find yourself in a situation like this, that you're this close, just go ahead and hip fire this. Just go ahead and hip fire. Or even PC players, right? PC players, you can really, if there's any PC players watching this and decided to click on this, first of all, thank you, because I know the thumbnail says coaching a console player, but hip fire that. Use that hip fire to your advantage, especially with the SMGs where you can still be really accurate. Now, I want to talk about this situation right here. A lot of you guys make this mistake, and in this situation, don't panic. The longer you run, the more opportunity that you're going to give your enemy to actually down you. So, he's in a tough spot. He's going to stim. Now, he knows that this guy's on the roof somewhere, right? He should just stop behind either those boxes that he just passed, or he should stop behind this little cinder block right here and plate up, because look how close he is to going down. You know, he puts a plate in, can't get the plate in. Now he's down to about 70 health, which is 3 bullets. If he's team shotted, he's dead. Whereas, like, almost dare those guys to push you right there. Almost dare them to jump down on you. And again, right here, same thing, right? I'd kind of push back. You know, maybe I'd push down the stairs, or maybe I'd push kind of further in the showers and kind of try to get up those stairs. But notice that he panics just a little bit, and he kind of gets caught a little bit out in the open. I want you to specifically work on that. The other thing that I want you to work on is centering. I've been talking about this a lot in my videos. Centering just a little bit higher. Once again, we'll go back to this example right here. I want to paint this picture for you. So if there is a guy around this corner, right? If there's a guy literally standing right in front of him, where are his first shots going to be? Those first shots are going to be on his toes, on his legs, those low damage areas. You need to really force your crosshairs up. It's very difficult to do. It's something that I, as a 4KD player, am still working on. But at the end of the day, it's going to really help you hit those high damage areas. Now, what's the issue right here? What is the issue right here? This is where I think so many of you slow your pace down, because you get loadout. It's second circle. Second circle has not started closing yet, right? So we still have 1 minute and 9 seconds plus the amount of time that second circle has to start closing. We've got 5 other teams, so lobby's not super healthy, but he doesn't know where to go, right? So once again, he's not totally sure of where to go. Now he gets people straight in front of him. And he gets caught in a weird spot here. What you're going to see is that he ends up not challenging these guys, which is fine. We get the live ping. We don't know how many people are in there. And this is exactly the same situation that he was in before when he died earlier, kind of straight down the hallway. So he actually disengages with this, which I'm very okay. By the way, once again, notice where his aim is. If you were to put a player right there, right in that doorway, where are his first shots going to be, right? His first shots are going to be right at hip level, maybe stomach, and he's going to be hitting those low damage areas. Work on bringing that aim up, hit that high damage area early. Now, this is the same situation, so he's going to go ahead and push down here. He's going to push away. He's going to disengage. I'm totally okay with disengaging here and saying this isn't a good fight for me to take. I don't know where they are. I don't know how many are in there. It's a close quarters fight that I am, you know, not at an advantage in. So I'm going to go ahead and push away. Now, his mistake right here is not thirsting immediately. I always talk about, you know, don't oversell for a thirst. But he didn't take any damage. He has a throwing knife. He should get this quick thirst and then go ahead and start about repositioning. What ends up happening is he gets shot in the back, right? And notice he circled back to get that thirst, and he didn't die to the guy, to anybody on that team. He died to the guys that were up there earlier that he decided to disengage. They ended up challenging. You'll see him pushing. Oh, I skipped it. They push down below, or one of them does. So does that thirst matter, that immediate thirst? Not fully, because he wouldn't have gotten information that that other team was pushing, but it would have allowed him to kind of keep moving and keep repositioning and potentially kind of, you know, start pushing away from that situation that he doesn't get third-party shot in the back. Now, right there, pace is kind of slowing down a little bit. Once again, with the lobby not being healthy, the lobby is very spread out. That's part of not having a healthy lobby, is you have teams everywhere right here, and circle's still really big. He's going to grab plates. Now, he needs to just act on some piece of information, which he does. He gets people up top. Let's go ahead and challenge this way. Now, let's talk about repositioning and taking a different angle. Watch this play right here. So he doesn't get the down. I wouldn't necessarily say he didn't hit high damage areas. He had a lot of chest shots there, but he could have hit higher damage areas, and that guy doesn't get away, right? That guy's probably, you know, a bullet or two, which if he mixes in a neck or a headshot, that guy goes down. I also don't know what his Marco build is or when this gameplay exactly was recorded. Not sure if this is the fastest TTK Marco that you can run. Now, notice where that live ping's moving, right? We get this information. That live ping's moving above, so we should play this jump spot back behind him on scaffolding, get to the roof, and go in and challenge him that way, especially because when you factor in where his teammates are kind of holding this long hallway, which means they would have to jump down to escape. You kind of naturally pinch them. So this is where I start to outthink enemies and start to think ahead of where their next move's going to be. I want to go ahead and push up top, and then, you know, they end up pushing down below. But I want that information much quicker. So I would still go ahead and reposition, right? I think that guy just got shot there. I'm not totally sure. Kind of a weird situation. But I would definitely play up top there and then clear from top down and kind of force them. Now you got teams down below. So go ahead and act on that information. Go ahead and start to figure out what you can find. Now he just gets caught a little bit here. He actually makes a really good play here. He's going to get shot in the back in a little bit, but he's a little bit late on this rotation because he did res his teammate, but that's okay. You know, he res the teammate, he res the random. He's got 7 kills. So notice we've got 6 kills in the first circle, then we've got 1 kill in the second circle, which is kind of the tough part. That's where he really loses this pace, and it's because he died once. He doesn't have a ton of information to act on, and he's kind of, you know, they are playing with their teammates a little bit, which isn't a problem. Now he's going to go ahead and push up here. Once again, not totally sure where to push. Kind of sees people. This is going to be a really good challenge right here. Look at him break the camera. To anybody that says console players can't break camera, break cameras, there you go. Now he's going to catch this guy right here. Really good reach out. He just goes down because he misses shots here, right? He missed that first shot, which gives that enemy the window of opportunity to be able to get that down. Now I'm going to go to fast forward right here for a second. His teammate's going to go ahead and clutch this up. He's going to put a bunch of damage on that guy and then actually get the res off. So he's going to res. He's going to replate. Still 3 other teams. By the way, like I said, he finishes with 14 here, so he's not too far off. You know, when we think about it, he had 7 kills after second circle closed, and now he's going to pick up another second near the end game. It's just that mid game that he needs to figure out. He just needs to work on that second circle, taking advantage of having loadout guns and really forcing yourself to push into hot areas. Get that information about where those hot areas are. I think that's kind of one of the biggest places that you struggle with is not necessarily acting on that information, right? Not necessarily, you know, you're starting to understand getting UAVs up and how that helps you understand where are enemies and where are they moving to. But also, you need to be putting yourself in the hot areas of the map so that you can quickly rotate from team to team. You understand, you know, if there's a team that's going to be third-partying you, and you can kind of balance multiple teams at one time. And that's going to allow you to get those higher kill games versus fighting one team that's across the other side of the map, and now you're in a tough spot. Now, once again, he's going to go ahead and get shot in the back. By the way, quick question. What do you do when you're playing with randoms and you have $22,000? I'm going to spam that request money button. I'm going to go right next to that guy, right next to green right here. And I'm going to spam that drop money button until I get it. And then I can go ahead and pop UAV. I've got 15 grand combined. I could buy another one for the, you know, for pocket, and then I'll go in and rotate. Now he's going to check to see what he can find. I actually don't hate this play, other than the fact that he's a little bit out in the open here. So he gets shot, and now he makes a good play. He's going to drop shot here really well. This is where we talk about using movement. Notice right here, and I'll slow this down. This is super cool to see. You know, watch how he this is the benefit of drop shotting, is watch how the guy's literally shooting over his head. Right? He's avoiding bullets because this guy is shooting over his head. He's able to create that window of opportunity that he needs to get that down and thirst. 9 kills. He hears one right around the corner. He's going to go ahead and challenge. Watch the centering. Boom. Look at the centering right here. Much, much, much better centering. And he's going to go ahead and get that down and thirst. One over to the right, which ends up being down from green. Green's going to go ahead and get the thirst. He's still got... Respawn's still live, by the way. Respawn is 100% still live, which means those guys are going to fly back in. He's got to push up just a little bit here. Got to push up just a little bit. Now you get a really bad circle pull. Really bad circle pull. So you got to play this left, right? I would buy... Oh, what do I buy here? I personally would buy a UAV because I feel... Here's the question. Here's the question for you. This comes down to confidence as a player in your execution, right? I always talk about confidence equals information plus execution. If you struggle with execution and you're not totally confident that you can win a 50-50 situation, even when you know a person is there, then go ahead and buy plates. If you're a confident player who really can execute on your 1v1s, go ahead and buy a UAV. Just anticipate, figure out a way to get a clean kill, and then grab those plates. So that's kind of the way I look at that situation right there. You got to push forward. You got to get to decon this way. You got to push left. And why do I push left here? I push left here because I would finish this scav, by the way, if I was him. And once again, take money into my own hands. And then I'm good to go. Then you kind of got plenty of cash, right? Then you've got 12 grand and you don't have any questions. And you get a satchel from it. So he's going to buy UAV. Okay. So he buys UAV. Now he knows where everybody is, right? So now he just has to execute. He gets one extra plate. Streamer loot. He gets the satchel. He's good to go. He's good to go. He had to have gotten that satchel because he knew that a streamer or a content creator was going to be breaking it down. That's how streamer loot works right there. Good down right there. He's able to get that shot. Nice little team shot with the teammate. And he does, the teammate got the thirst, so he gets the weapon pings. But once again, they do have a UAV up, so they're in a good spot. 12 kills. Still just, you know, you got to push into circle here. You don't want to get held out of circle. So, like, just go ahead and get into circle, right? This is a bad situation now simply because they didn't rotate this early. So go ahead and rotate, take advantage of your UAV, right? And this was kind of a wasted, not a wasted UAV because they did pick up a few kills, but it could have been a much better UAV if they then push over this direction where everybody is. Everybody's this side of the map, so you start to understand. Pop your second UAV. Pop your second UAV right now. The circle's small enough that you're going to know where everybody is. Pop it. Pop it. Yeah, pop this thing immediately. Because you don't know where anybody is right now. You're just in. There you go. Yep. Now you know where everybody is. By the way, it is a... basically, they're the team of 3, and then there's 3 other enemies, 2 other teams. See what you can find. Try to get a clean knock. One right there. Gets the down. He's got 12 kills. He's going to challenge up above. Buy back. Buy back. So we got 3 people still alive. Basically a 3v3. Basically a 3v3. He knows exactly where they are, so he's just got to anticipate. He knows where 2 of them are, right? So there's probably one ghosted if I can see the minimap. Maybe not. Maybe double bought. Not totally sure. But you know exactly where they are, right? So they're down below in the tunnel. Actually, one right there. Well, I would have challenged down below in the tunnel. He gets a kill right there. One more down below, so he's going to go ahead and hit it. By the way, great ending right here. Great, absolutely great ending. I hope you found today's video helpful about pace of play and especially my console players. As I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.